Time now to celebrate or crown our African champion,
African champions.
African champion.
African champions.
African champions.
British scientist Maggie Aderin-Pocock is our African champion for
You
today.
be
Now,
champion.
Maggie Aderin-Pocock is a space scientist, mechanical engineer, and science communicator. Amazing woman. She is of Nigerian descent because her parents were immigrants and, got divorced when she was young. And you should all understand how that can be, on the life, how it could actually affect the life of a youngin such as that. Because you're young, you're an immigrant, you're not even in your native country, you're in a different land, and your parents are divorced. So it's not really a pretty experience, I believe, at that time, which I know it will be pretty rough for her, you know. And at the same time, this is a young girl who has dyslexia. Okay, I mean, finding it very difficult to decode, understand letters, alphabets, reading generally. And you'd be surprised that she's actually a top scientist today. So against all odds, against the tantrums and the obstacles and what have you that she has suffered, here she is today. This is a lady who during her childhood, she actually switched between 13 different schools. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 to 13 different schools before she was able to excel and go to the next stage in her educational journey. Now, Adrian Pocock has worked on many projects in private industry, academia, and in government. From 1996 to 1999, she worked at the Defense Evaluation and Research Agency, a branch of the UK Ministry of Defense. Now, initially, she worked as a systems scientist on aircraft missile warning systems, and from 1997 to 1999, she was a project manager developing handheld instruments to detect landmines. Take a look at that. A child, diagnosed with dyslexia, being able to do this. How much more with what do you call it, with you not having such a disorder? Amazing, But sometimes they say some of these conditions actually make them great, and I think this is it. From 1999, Adrian Pocock returned to Imperial College on a fellowship from the Science and Technology Facilities Council to work with the group developing a high-resolution spectrograph for the Gemini telescope in Chile. Now, the telescope examines and analyzes starlight to improve understanding of distant stars. Talking about the galaxies here. Now, Adrian Pocock is committed to inspiring new generations of astronauts, engineers, and scientists, and she has spoken to approximately 25,000 children. Many of them at the inner city schools, telling them how and why she became a scientist. Because actually, she had love, passion. She loved everything science growing up. It was something that she found herself passionate about everything science, doing research, the love for, what you need to do, the steps, the systemic steps you need to follow, things you need to do as a scientist, and the scientific languages. I mean, reading about all of these, great science scholars and what have you. So it's something that she didn't just develop all of a sudden, but it was parts. It was something that she loved being part of. So, I mean, she told them why she became a scientist, busting myth about careers, class, and gender. Now, through this, Adrian Pocock conducts tours of the universe, which she sets up to engage children and adults around the world in the wonders of space. Now, she also helps encourage scientific endeavors of young people by being a celebrity judge at the National Science and Engineering Competition. Now, Adrian Pocock also presents Sky at Night. It's actually a monthly documentary television program normally aired on BBC. Now, Adrian Pocock was appointed a member of the Order of the British Empire, that's the MBE, in the year 2009. and this is to honor her services to science education. In 2020, 2021, she served as a commissioner on the UK government's Commission on Race and Ethnic Disparities. I mean, obviously, a black person, a person of an African descent, well, she's of Nigerian descent, finding herself in a space dominated, by the Europeans. Clearly, clearly, one way or the other, there's definitely going to be, that element of racism, suffering, that minority syndrome thing, and kind of like it's not really a free space. You don't find yourself operating as the others could freely be, right? So she found herself there, and I believe it's as a result of some of the challenges or things that she's faced and she's seen. So being here means she actually tries to correct some of the wrongs as well. Now, in 2020, same year, she was awarded the Institute of Physics William Thomson Lord Kelvin Medal and prize for her public engagement in physics. She is the first African woman to win a gold medal in the Physics News Award. She has also earned the title of the president elect of the British Science Association. Big things happening going on in the space of Maggie Aderin-Pocock. Trust me. I mean, amazing, amazing. And it's not impossible, actually. You read the life of an individual, and you take a look at yourself, you realize that is not actually impossible, and all hopes are not lost yet. Because as long as you're still living, breathing, and you're healthy, and you can think accurately, you can think without having any issue whatsoever with your mental ability to make right decision. Trust me, you're good to go. This is a person who grew up not knowing how to read nor even understand letters. How much how much more you that can actually do the reading? Okay, so it may not be a certain place, it may be the other place. All right, it may not be the immediate space that you find yourself at the moment, but it could be the other space as well. So yeah, Maggie, Adrian Pocock,
You be champion. You are an African champion.
for more, log on to africaglobalradio.com and read about these inspirational, influential individuals across the continents of Africa, all the way in the diaspora as well. I mean, we're celebrating global Africans and the excellent, amazing things they are doing, which also serves as inspiration to the younger generation.
Enjoy the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.